Hey guys, in this video I want to compare the iPhone 6s versus the Nexus 5X full in terms of the specification and overall how they stack up against each other, what things are better on each phones. So first of all, before starting off this comparison, just want to point out the price. Now the price for the iPhone 6s is basically a lot more than the Nexus 5X. It will cost around 70,000 PKR, which is $700 in my country, while this one cost a lot more less. And of course, if you live outside, I think maybe in UK or somewhere, there's a deal going where you can get the Nexus 5X under $300. So it's really cheap. And even though if you go with the 32GB variant, you will still going to get it around $400. So it's still not that much costly as compared to iPhone 6s, but definitely it doesn't have that much of some things as good as compared to iPhone 6s, like the processor, for example. So we're just gonna start off this comparison here from the build quality of both of these two devices here. So if you pay a lot of money, of course $700 for the base 16GB model of the iPhone 6s, you get this really awesome build quality. Now no doubt about it, this one is really premium, full aluminum build, so it feels really nice in hand. You know that Apple iPhones, how they make it really nicely in terms of design and all that. Well, the Nexus 5X uses the plastic, but then again, people call plastic cheap because they think like it's the plastic like on the Galaxy S3 or S4, but it's not like that. It's a beautiful plastic. Okay, it's a blue color. You can see how this logo is also bluish, so it looks really nice, and then the LG logo. So overall, yeah, comparing to the iPhone 6s, it doesn't have that much of premiumness, but still I think it's beautiful. And yeah, its bigger brother Nexus 6P has aluminum body, so that one is also premium, but this one is not that premium because of plastic. But then again, you can't complain. It's the price they are offering. It's really nice, so yeah, you can't really complain that. But of course, if you really want a premiumness, then you have to go with the iPhone 6s because it has a really nice build quality. So yeah, that's that. Some people enjoy plastic, some people don't really care about plastic or aluminum, so it just comes down to your personal preference. Now if you compare the display of both of these two phones here side by side, you can see that the Nexus 5X has a bigger display. Also, both phones comes with a fingerprint sensor. iPhone 6s has this fingerprint sensor on the front, on the built on the home button, so pretty fast actually. While here you need to put your finger like this, and they are calling it like a Nexus imprint, so it's really fast, and it's also fast on the iPhone 6s, no lag whatsoever. So you can see how their screen displays looks like if we compare them like this. So both have a really awesome display, all the colors reproduction and all that. You're not gonna see any problem with that one. It looks really awesome. Look at the white color and this one. So but if we just compare the resolution here and size, this is 5.2 actually versus 4.7, and this is 1080p HD. This is 750 by 1334 something. So I think maybe resolution wise they might not be equal to each other, but color wise you will find all the things looking really bright on both of these two devices. So but yeah, this is bigger, so bigger screen, you have more stuff to use, but of course size wise also Nexus 5X seems to be a little bit taller than the iPhone 6s, and of course it is also thicker, but it feels lighter. So that's a good thing with the Nexus 5X, it feels a little bit lighter, while they made the iPhone 6s thicker because the new aluminum is now more durable. It will not going to be bent like the iPhone 6 Plus from the last year. So yeah, that's something that Apple has done good with the new iPhone. So also you can see that if we compare them software wise, this is iOS 9.1 running, probably going to be replaced by 9.2 pretty soon. As you can see, it has its own unique goodness. So iOS Android wars, we're not gonna get into that one in detail, but you can see this is Android Marshmallow, the latest sweetness from Google. all the good stuff here we have. With the Android, you get a lot of customization. You even have root, you even have CyanogenMod custom ROMs coming up for the Nexus 5X. So I think there are a lot of things that you can do with the Nexus 5X. You can get high on Android, but the iPhone is running this closed environment iOS, so you can't really do a lot of customization unless you do the jailbreak, which I'm probably sure that most people will not going to do. So it's just, if you like a closed environment, then yeah, it's nice. Optimization wise, both are really well optimized for a dedicated speed and camera test. Be sure to check out my video that I uploaded 2 days ago on my channel, so I might be putting some cards on the screen. But yeah, that's that. You need to watch that video, but I'm gonna talk about a little bit about that video's verdict. So first of all, they're both optimized software-wise. You're not going to see any problems whatsoever. However, I just feel that the Nexus 5X has sometimes slow speeds. I mean, I'm using the same Wi-Fi connection as my iPhone 6s to download application, but this one downloads faster. And even though, for example, if I'm using G4 to download some application from Play Store, it downloads faster than the Nexus 5X. I don't know if there's some kind of problem, but maybe it will be fixed with the software upgrade. But even with the same processor, Snapdragon 808 and 808, they have some differences in terms of speed. So that's the only issue that I have faced here. Overall, no lag whatsoever, or any app crashing or anything like that. Under the hood, we got Qualcomm Snapdragon 808 inside of the Nexus 5X with 2 gigs of RAM, so you got a lot of processing power there. Of course, it's not the best from the Qualcomm. Snapdragon 810 is the best, but then again, you have to consider the price you are getting. So it's really nice with the performance and all that, battery friendly. And then we have the iOS, this Apple A9 chipset, which is dual core, has a really awesome performance, scores really high on benchmarks, so you should check out that comparison of speed video. So iPhone 6s does outperform Nexus 5X in most of the tests, but still I think difference is not that much great that you can say like it's a bad phone as compared to iPhone 6s. Still a great phone for money. So yeah, that's that. 2 gigs of RAM on the iPhone 6s, also they have improved it for better multitasking. And then also, if we talk about the camera on both phones, so iPhone 6s comes with a 12 megapixel camera, while this one comes with a 12.3 megapixel sensor with dual LED flash and laser autofocus. Now, camera is definitely a really strong competition because both phones performs really well when it comes to low light situations. And in some tests, the Nexus 5X does beat the iPhone 6s because of its bigger sensor size, and in most of the tests, you will see both are performing really nice. There's like a normal difference between these two phones in terms of picture quality. You can also record 4K video using both of these two phones, but Nexus 5X, if you get the 32GB variant, then you can record a lot of 4K clips. But with the iPhone 6s, 16GB is too low for 4K video recording, so I suggest that you go with the 32GB variant of the iPhone 6s. But then again, that will cost you a lot of money. So yeah, that's that. So laser autofocus is there. Front camera is 5 megapixel on both of these two phones, so I think both have a really nice selfie result, and also you can make a 1080p HD video using their front camera. So be sure to check out the speed and camera video. And overall, if I talk about the battery life, seems like the Nexus 5X is better because of its new doze mode, because the doze mode is kind of like a feature that blocks the processing going on in the background. So that's pretty nice. That actually gives you more battery overall, while the iPhone 6s, I think maybe they will improve it with the iOS upgrade. Currently it's giving me around like 14 hours of usage. I use Facebook, watch YouTube videos and all that, while this one performs a little bit better, around like 17 or 18. So yeah, but also on the iPhone 6s you get this 3D touch, which is really nice feature here. If you hold the camera application, you get this shortcut, so it's pretty nice, while you don't get that type of stuff here on this one. Well, even though iPhone 6s is not waterproof, but it's still a lot more resistant to water. You probably have watched some YouTube videos. I even did a Coca-Cola test with the 6s, so it's pretty nice overall. So yeah, that's that. That was my full comparison between the iPhone 6s versus the Nexus 5X. Like I said, be sure to check out the speed test and camera video. And if you guys have any questions or any concerns, do comment on below. And yeah, just final verdict: if you want to have premium body, if you want to have better performance, then yeah, iPhone 6s will be your choice. But if you are really tight on budget and if you want the best out of your money, then Nexus 5X, no doubt about that. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.